Hi, I'm Kelly. It's only been in the last few years since I started learning Afrikaans that I've realised that learning a language doesn't have to be boring and difficult. It can actually be really fun. It was whilst living in France that I realised that my 10 years worth of studying French at school had been completely useless. Yes, I could conjugate verbs and I could order a coffee and buy a train ticket in formal French, but I couldn't actually have a normal everyday conversation with a person in order to make friends. And this left me feeling really lonely and really homesick. So when I started to learn Afrikaans, I took a completely different approach. Right from the start, I started to speak with everyday people and I centered my learning around my hobbies and my interests and my best ways of learning. So for example, I hate grammar. Every time I come up against grammar explanations in books, or if I've been to language classes and the teacher starts talking about grammar rules, it's like a wall goes up and I just can't get past it. And so now I completely forget about grammar and I focus all my learning around sentences and dialogues and hearing people speak, because that's how I learn best, and that's worked really well for me. So what I now do is I work with people and I guide them on how to learn languages, but I don't teach them the actual language itself. I'm kind of like a fitness coach for languages, so I help keep people accountable and on track. I help them know what to do and when to do it, and to set up a learning schedule that works for them so they can fit language learning into their everyday life, so it feels less like study and more like living the language. So it works really well for people like me who traditional language learning hasn't worked for. And there's lots of other things I help people with. I help them find language partners and people to speak with. Most of my clients like to do the actual learning of the language by themselves and come to me for guidance and to help them set a clear path, and also to help keep them accountable and on track. And then they have one or two tutors of that specific language who they use as a kind of resource that they can then ask questions to, if and when they struggle to understand specific grammatical points or colloquialisms by themselves. And that works really well. And actually that's the same approach I take with my own language learning, and it's worked really well for me. So if you'd like to find out more about how we might work together, then read on and then book a free consultation with me where we can have a relaxed chat to see how I can help you. That's everything from me for now, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.